The heart of Madison, touching hearts with Goodman's Sparkle and Light. 220 State Street. Find our extended holiday hours at goodmansjewelers.com.
The best is at Goodman's.
This is Monte Ball.
Monte steps to the right, dashes, reaches, touchdown.
You listen to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
What is up, Madison? I'm Hunter Vaughn. Your Sports Center update is brought to you by the 608 Basketball Tournament. See top area high school hoops talent this Friday and Saturday at Madison College. You can see the full schedule and find ticket info at 608basketball.com. Some more Packers injury news today as Adam Schefter tweeted earlier that running back Marshawn Lloyd has suffered another hamstring injury and his return is now at best delayed, if not derailed. And you can stay up to date on all of your Packers news by heading over to ESPN.com. It's the NFL playoff berth clinching season as the Packers can clinch a playoff spot this weekend if Green Bay wins at Chicago on Saturday night, plus Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers beat the Detroit Lions on Sunday. The Packers are currently 1.5-point favorites for the Saturday battle with the Bears. And to get you ready for that game, you can tune into Green Bay Game Day this Saturday starting at 4 p.m. right here on 100.5 ESPN. In the NBA, we have the NBA Cup Championship between the Spurs and the Knicks at 7.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin App, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
Down to our parking garage on a walk, Matt explained how I make this pork loin or whatever it was in full detail, telling me all the acidity, use apple juice, all the things. I was like, Matt, I am never going to remember this. Put like the poles through it and put the apple in its mouth. Like,
all of a sudden we're doing a luau.
Right. Reading a story.
Exactly. I was like,
song.
Matt, I am never
to relax.
You want to light some candles, some baby oil.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison, alongside Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. The Mountain Blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush a Coors Light.
I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power in the Everlight Solar Studio alongside Molly Brown. Matt Hamilton in Canada. Primetime or Shine Behind the Glass. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Molly Brown looking pretty in pink. I am wearing my Molly Brown outfit today. Ninja. Black North Face and then gray dress pants. And in primetime, you are in your Tuesday flannel.
Tuesday flannel, yes. This is
Tuesday,
also my
Thursday flannel.
I was about to say, it is my Tuesday, Thursday. You noticed.
How many
Thank you.
Do you not have enough flannels for
you know what
one
that
a day?
indicates? You know what that indicates? It's becoming my brand. If she knows this is Tuesday and Thursday flannel, that's a brand.
No, it's just honestly a lucky guess because you can't wear two back to back is what I'm figuring out with you. So you got to put a day in between to space them out.
It's fair. And then the black is what I wear on Mondays and Fridays going in and coming out of Packers games at this point. The way that, I mean, now that Micah Parsons is gone, it's a morning every time.
A morning.
That's what the Packer fans are going to be on Monday in morning of their season.
Sunday, actually.
Sunday, you're right. I keep on forgetting they play Saturday. Sunday.
It's
But I don't care. I mean, on the show on Monday.
Fair.
I don't get to, like, troll Packer fans on Sunday.
No, I'm sure you will. I'm sure you'll find a way.
I was going to say.
Well, I mean, I'll
the
text
Bears
you.
win.
Yeah.
Yeah, Molly, you're so lucky you don't have to be on that show that day.
Depends, because the Packers could win. They could win.
So if they win, you're going to call in?
We'll see. We'll see what I'm out doing in Arizona. We'll see. I just looked. It's going to be 78 degrees when I get there, guys.
I hate you.
I'll be watching the Packer game by the pool. How about
burnt.
that?
God, I'd have to wear like a short sleeve. I don't know if I was out there.
What a weirdo.
These are weirdo.
Swimsuit flannel.
It's actually just like the
one-
little kids wear to keep themselves from getting burned.
Yeah,
it's
like
all
the-
flannel.
Yeah.
Oh, you
It's
mean a
like the
swim
little
shirt?
No,
Yeah,
no.
but-
It's like the full suit. Like
Yeah.
my babies, because they're so
Yeah.
little still, like it has like a zipper
Oh,
going
yeah.
up, so it's like
Yeah.
their shorts combined with the tummy and like arms.
So they keep their skin getting burnt and everything.
Yours would just be flannel
You
pattern.
just sink right to the bottom.
Why are you
How
so
hard
disgusted?
would it be
with
to
this?
swim in flannel?
Dude,
You just be dragged to the bottom of the pool.
that's like something they had to force you to do in like lifeguard training. Like
I
jump
did-
in the pool with like jeans and a flannel on.
You seem like you would have gone to lifeguard training.
No, I didn't.
I have. I used to be a lifeguard.
What? Of course you were.
You guys don't know that?
Where?
about me?
Like your
You
country
mentioned
club?
it. You've mentioned it, yeah.
Not my country club.
It's Florida gym. I mean, come on.
Well, was he a lifeguard? Were you a lifeguard in college, or I feel like lifeguards are typically like
as
16.
we talked pre-show, and I've said before, I was in college for 10 years. So yes, that was part of my time in college was lifeguard. A couple different places. I did some down in Florida on the beaches, and then some up here at like the YMCA and stuff.
Okay.
Because obviously there's not a lot of places to lifeguard up here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was lifeguard. Lifeguard training's hard. You never sweat so much than you do in a pool in lifeguard training. Like I had to hold a brick above my head and tread water for 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. I would die. They would be like sending a lifeguard
Okay.
to rescue me during training.
Yeah, that one was hard. Then you also had to swim to the bottom of like they did a lot of the testing in the pool. You had to pull a mannequin body at the bottom from the bottom of the pool, but you just swim all the way down to the deepest end and then bring it up a certain way. That was hard.
I'm getting claustrophobic hearing about this. Like my chest is kind of
That one I
caving
didn't
in.
like because my ears popped. So like my ears were popping the whole way down. And you can't wear goggles, but obviously you have to be able to see. So you have to open your eyes up in the pool water, and that's not my favorite either. Then you had to go like Olympic style swimming. You had to swim all the way down and back with all the different types of strokes.
That'll take it out of you.
Yeah.
So are you a good swimmer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When was the last
for
time you
you.
went swimming?
I have kids. I go swimming.
Like swimming? Do you
Yeah,
have you gotten
exactly.
into like they're probably old enough that they do like races across the
Yeah,
pool
not just
from
like
you.
getting in the water and like, splashing around, like actual swimming, like end to end.
like breaststroke,
Like when we go
butterfly.
camping and stuff like that, if we go like state parks, I'll swim across the lake and back.
Really? Whoa.
This guy, you can tell he goes to Carbon World Health.
Yeah. Cool. I do go to Carbon World Health. Molly, you do too. Sometimes you like to get hydrofacials.
I do.
over
I
there.
got my hydrofacial last week. That's why my skin looks good. I had
You're
to get it ready
glowing.
for
That's why you're pretty in pink.
vacation mode. Oh, yes, of course. They're actually sending me some more product for my anti-red, so I'm super excited about that. But yeah, I love getting my hydrofacials done at Carbon World Health.
Yes, and yeah, if you work out at Carbon World Health, you too can swim across the lake. I've seen people try to do it and then they can't. That's embarrassing.
I mean, it's not embarrassing, I don't think.
That also sounds dangerous.
Well,
It does.
But it's embarrassing because why did you try?
Okay, so we know the lakes here in Madison,
Yeah.
right? So if you started, let's say by, where's a good starting point?
Well, I haven't done the lakes in Madison because they're disgusting.
Okay, well, okay, so,
I
let's
just
just
wanna be
figure out a
clear on
point. How far across
Okay,
Lake Monona could you get?
Is Lake Monona the one that's like?
That you can see the other
It's the
side
one to the
like,
south. It's the one to the south of Madison.
Okay, how about we do it this one because
The one off
I
John
have
Nolan
swam
that you
across
see.
the one here on Park Street in West Wash. There's the little kind of kicking, like, you know what I'm talking about? Park Street and West Wash. Like,
Oh, you mean
where they
Monona
connect.
Bay.
Monona
Yes.
Bay, yeah.
Yes.
So I can swim across Monona Bay. I've
Oh,
done that
okay,
before.
yeah.
I've done that before.
I would die.
Yeah, that's a good
Now,
quarter.
the other
No,
part of it is,
quarter
like,
mile,
if
maybe?
I do this, like when we went to, I think you get a picture of it, when I went on vacation, I swam across the lake. Now, I always
Why?
had,
Just for fun?
to see if I can still do it, yeah.
Just gotta see it.
Aren't you scared of getting like bit by something?
No.
I
What
would
does
be.
biting mean in the lake?
There was a story from like Fox Lake, like where people go boating and fishing and all that. That there was like a little girl and boy in the lake and they got bit by a muskie. That's what I'd be scared of. There's muskie in Lake Monona and
That
Lake
sounds
Mendota.
like something like your mom would tell you as a
No,
wife's
that's
tale.
a real
like,
thing.
why
I
not
will
to
go
find
in
you
the
the
lake.
story.
Well,
no, I'll
don't
find
tell
it
your
for
kids
you.
that. My girls are also terrified of going because they're always afraid they're going to get bit by a fish. I'm like,
Yeah,
the fish
that's
wants
what
nothing
I'm
to-
scared of too.
They want nothing to do with you. Like,
I mean, okay, rude.
I'm just
You
saying,
don't know what the fish is thinking.
Right. Let me get some of that. All right. So, like, swimming across the lake, but I'm also not an idiot about it. Like last time up north, I am 45 years old, so like my girls had the paddleboard and they were nearby.
Okay.
So like,
You don't wear like the buoy on you?
I'm
Have
sure.
you
if
ever
I-
seen that, like the ball? And then you're like, okay, you're really swimming in like this lake right now, but like in case anything happens, the ball. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you mean. I've never seen somebody do that, though.
People do it all the time on Monona. I saw it in the wherever Wisconsin River is. Yeah, people do that.
And then, like, kayaking. If we're kayaking, like, I'll maybe swim next to. But then, like, I'm not just raw dog in Monona Bay with, like, no help. With, like, if I can't make it across, I'm going to drown. Like, I got help within, like, arm's reach or whatever. So, yeah.
Ever tried doing it with your dog? Like actually swimming with the dog across the lake?
My dog would die.
How far?
I don't know if I'm not positive she knows how to swim. I don't trust her off the leash, and so I can't really because she's an idiot. If I take her off the leash, she's just gonna run away. And so I've never I had another dog, Flash, a hound dog. He loved to swim. He would jump off stuff, and it was great. Dolly is stupid, and she would run away if I took her off the leash.
Try drinking the water while swimming.
Yeah. I tried taking her in the water once, but I had to keep her on a leash, and she just stood there and looked at me and would not go anywhere in the water. So I don't know if pit bulls are good swimmers, but that's kind of what she is, and she's not. She's not built like
her
a swimmer.
little short legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
They are built like they are stacked. Like
they are built to sink.
Yes. They are a brick house that sinks right to the bottom of the lake. Anyways, Bears play the Packers coming up on Saturday, and I'm excited about it. We have David Kaplan coming on in a little bit to talk about it. We have Jason Wilde coming up later in the show as well to talk about it. This is a huge game for both teams because the NFC, surprisingly, is like actually hard to get into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And the winner of this puts themselves, first of all, in the driver's seat for winning the division.
Yep.
The loser doesn't automatically get eliminated from the playoffs, but it makes their life harder.
Yep.
And Chicago has San Francisco and Detroit left. Most likely, if the Bears lost this game, their playoff hopes will come down to the Detroit game at the end of the season, depending on how everything else shapes up.
Is that in Chicago or is that in Detroit?
That is in Chicago.
Okay.
And then the Packers have the Ravens at Lambeau, and then they have the Vikings
in Minnesota
left. So not impossible games, but also not cakewalks.
Nope.
For both these teams, the Bears' schedule probably harder. So it's a big one for the Bears to win. The Bears are locked in and focused on it. I'm sure the Packers are, but there is also the distraction of Micah Parsons just went down, and how do we come through with that? But that also could be a focusing factor. So this game is huge for the Green Bay Packers. And the question I want to ask, 844-770-3776, that's Carbos Talk text line, list is more. Is this the most important game of the Packers season? 844-770-3776, that's Carbos Talk text line, list is more. That's our side and limited poll question.
I mean, what would the other games that would be more important be this season? I'm just trying to think.
Well, one that stands out after
the Bears a couple weeks ago.
Yes, that was big. It wasn't important, but it felt huge and telling in the moment, but it doesn't feel like that anymore, was the first game of the year.
Yes.
They slayed the dragon. Micah Parsons looked great.
Yep.
It was everything that you wanted.
Yep.
Like, Packer fans were at the peak.
I would say maybe even the Thanksgiving game against Detroit, too.
I was going to say that one. That was the first one that came to my mind.
Okay. Yep. So Detroit beating them twice.
I mean, you could argue last week's going in. I mean, that's tough because last week I think if they had just lost, everyone would have been like, you could move on.
AFC, yeah.
That first Bears game, too.
The
honestly.
Philly one was big. They just didn't come through in it.
That one was big, yeah, especially because at the time they were still fighting to maintain the lead in the North, and it was coming off of having just lost Tucker Kraft because that was a big find out who you are game.
Mm-hmm.
Going into it, I don't know if another game has felt this big, though.
Because this game sets it up that if the Packers lose, missing the playoffs is on the table, which is insane, but it's true. That tie did not do many favors. It might as well be a loss. And if they lose this game, it's a tough road to hoe for the Green Bay Packers to make the playoffs. Not only because of the teams they have left, but because of you don't trust this team anymore. Losing to Denver on its face is not bad, but losing to Denver, then Chicago, and then now you're in trouble. And Chicago is, I'll say this, I don't know where they rank as far as if they're as good as the Packers or not. They are not afraid of the Packers. And it's not bluster. They were distraught they lost that game last time. They thought they left the Packers off the hook.
So would you be saying that still if Micah Parsons and Christian Watson were healthy?
Yes, because after the game against Cleveland, Bears players were not shying away from, we screwed up that Packer game. We left a bad taste in our mouth. So they left that Packer game saying, kind of like the Cardinals, we let them off the hook. I'm not saying that's right, and I'm not saying it'll matter, but there were plenty of times as a Bears fan that I knew my team had no chance because the team looked shook before it happened. And that was under Aaron Rodgers more than Jordan Love, going back to the what makes someone elite. Bears fans, and I think even Bears players, felt like we're not beating Rodgers.
Okay.
I don't think they feel like that with Love, but I think that has more to do with the confidence in their own team.
Yeah, I would agree as well. Can you guys explain this to me? I'm looking at NFL.com, just looking at the playoff picture in the NFL. The Bears are sitting at 2 seed, right? They have a 74% chance of making it to the playoffs, while the Packers are sitting at the 7th seed with an 88% chance. Why is that?
I think it's because the Bears' remaining schedule on paper is harder. It's because the Packers get to play the Ravens, who I believe are 6-7 now. Didn't even mean to do that. Sorry, guys.
Ravens are 7-7.
7-7 at this point. Okay,
nice try though.
Yeah, well, I thought going into last week I was correct. And then there's also the Vikings, who are 4-9, maybe 5-8, whatever they are. Like on paper,
I guess so.
The Packers' schedule is much easier, but I also don't think that those numbers are really taking into account what this team could be without Micah at this point, because we don't really have a sample size. Like, they can only go off of what the Packers have been so far this year. But I think if we're all being honest, Molly, you and I, Packers fans, like, without Micah Parsons, we feel like this is a team that could lose any of the final 3 games.
Yep, because I don't trust the defense. And also, it depends if Christian Watson is coming back too, right?
Huge one, especially for Saturday.
Yeah, you just see how much Jordan Love's game and how much he's improved while having Christian Watson back this season and what impact he's made on this Packers offense. But I think it primarily comes down to the defense, that I do not trust Rashawn Gary to be the leader of this defense, which, God, I don't even want to watch. You guys, Bears also have the Niners too, which that game's going to be tough.
I did say that, right?
You had mentioned. You said.
Oh, you did. Sorry, I just focus on the Lions too. No, I was just. I'm sorry that you said that. I was just looking at the playoff picture, like I said, and they're the 6th seed right now.
Which is
in
why
my head, I was like, wait, did I not say it?
No, but it's crazy to look at their record as well.
It's
like
because
10-4.
the Bears' remaining schedule, like on paper, is by far harder than the Packers.
No,
Yes.
I understand. Yeah, you said
and
that.
the Packers are favored in this game. So then, you
Which
assume
is
the Packers win this, and then the Bears have a
also
tough
so
road to hoe.
crazy. Yeah.
There's a real world that I prepared myself
ridiculous.
for, that I've texted my brother about, and I won't be mad about it. It'll be a bummer, but there's a real world where the Bears could win 11 games and miss the playoffs.
Yeah, whoever misses the playoffs in the NFC, whether it be the Packers, Lions, or Bears, it's going to be one of those 3 that misses.
Now, do you guys agree with me that maybe a team like the Buccaneers at 7-7, they shouldn't be allowed to be in the playoffs? Maybe the better teams in the NFL should make it to the playoffs because they deserved it.
When did you bring this up?
Like months ago. We had a whole fight about it.
Okay.
When I said it's
Apparently it stung.
Somebody's holding on to it.
No, because it's annoying. Because I just think it's, and I don't know all the mathematical things in the playoffs and all that kind of stuff.
Take that for data.
But seeing a team the percentages and all the things. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Seeing a team that is 7-7, and we've seen this for how many years in the NFC East, where it's like nobody wants to win that division. I mean, now the Eagles are good. That's different. But you see teams that are 7-7. Meanwhile, you're talking about a Bears team who's been good this season and might not make it in the playoffs with 11 wins. That's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. Hopefully, that's not what happens. Thanks to Adam.
Hopefully for us it is. Hopefully not for you.
For the Packers, I don't think they would get to. I just meant like any of these teams. The Packers, I don't think they would get to 11 wins and miss playoffs.
No, because of the tie.
Yes.
That is where the tie actually helps them, because being 11-5-1 should guarantee them a spot ahead of the Lions, even if the Lions won out. And
I'm actually in danger now of. I think I had the Bears at 10 wins. I think I had the Packers at 10 wins when I picked this ahead of time.
I think it was 10 or 11. Yeah.
Yeah, but shortchanged the Bears on this one because I had the Lions way up there. But my Luther Burden having better stats than Matthew Golden prediction is shockingly doing well. Because I was not
maybe it's
expecting
because your coach actually uses him, where Matt LaFleur doesn't use.
Which is
Matthew
shocking
Golden.
because Burden started the year as their 4th receiver, and is a couple weeks ago replaced the slot receiver Zacchaeus, but he's still not. I mean, Rome was out, so that helped too. But he had to work his way up from the bottom of the roster, his way up to where he's at, and maybe that would have been better for Matthew Golden if he had
Well, if you guys don't have a Romeo Dobbs, who's one of the best receivers in the NFL, if you ask probably Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur, the way that they use him and the way that they target him.
He's reliable.
He's reliable. He's reliable. Steady.
Before we go to break here, thanks to Adam Johnson on Twitter, says pit bulls can swim. Thanks for listening. Heroic pit bull swims 5 miles out to sea to bite a child.
Wait, what'd you say?
It's a joke.
Oh.
Heroic pit bull swims 5 miles out to sea to bite a child. I will say,
Blame it on the owner.
yeah, my pit bull was around little kids its entire life, and it's the sweetest dog in the world. It's just dumb. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I think, when they got to the NFC Championship games, they had buys.
1 seeds?
Yeah, they were buys.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
Semantics.
Facts sometimes get you. No, those are facts.
No, yeah, it's a technical fact.
Take
Semantical
that for
facts.
All right, I'm not getting into it. Technical fact? You mean facts?
Yes.
All right, let's go to Brett
Technically,
Madison.
you're right.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. Right now, you can get Pella windows at a discount with Siding Unlimited. Yes, end-of-the-year pricing is a discount right before the 2026 price increases, saving you big money on your project right now. Buy now, install in spring, and lock in. Looking for new windows and doors? Visit us at sidingunlimited.com or stop by our beautiful showroom in Madison.
I worried about starting over. I knew I was interested in IT, specifically the cloud program, but I didn't have any technical training in that field. Now, at Madison College, I'm surprising myself. I really love the atmosphere of this campus, and my instructors make learning hands-on and engaging. My advice to others? Don't be afraid to reinvent yourself. There's more to your story at Madison College. Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Matt Hamilton here for Leinekugels, the craft beer that showcases a commitment to tradition and quality, founded in 1867 in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. No matter where I'm at, on the ice, on my boat, or if I'm just watching the big game, I always have a Leine's in my hand. Whether it's the refreshing summer shandy, the smooth honey vice, or my personal favorite, the juicy peach, there's a delicious flavor for every moment. Pick it up wherever you get delicious beer, but remember, you gotta be 21 years or older to enjoy.
Hey, it's Jim Rutledge, and if you're like me, you want to look good, feel good, and still enjoy life. That's why I go to Carbon World Health. Whether it's recovery after a long week, boosting energy, or getting your fitness dialed in, Dr. Nestor Rodriguez and his team have you covered. And now, they've got a new med spa in Sun Prairie that has everything you need to look as good as you feel. Carbon World Health isn't just a gym, it's a total wellness experience. Visit carbonworldhealth.com to learn more.
If you're looking for a special piece of jewelry for any occasion, Condon Jewelers is always there for you. Condon Jewelers has the best selection of jewelry you'll ever find and guaranteed to have the lowest prices in the Madison area. Free shipping is always available. Visit condonjeweler.com or call 241-3406 and ask for Jim, the owner, who's at the store every day. Shop locally. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
The president of James Imaging Systems, Tom Tegeter.
As I reflect on the 2025 performance of the James Imaging Systems team, I'm inspired by their power of action, reliable follow-through, and ability to consistently connect with our clients. So thank you for helping our clients grow, profit, and thrive. In addition, I'm humbled by the trust our clients place in the James Imaging Systems expertise to help them succeed, now and in the years to come. As your local business technology partner, I extend my appreciation and gratitude for your ongoing loyalty. Looking forward, I feel that as individuals and as a community, if we display the power of positive action and authentically strive to find common ground, then our local communities will be stronger and our family connections will be secure and enduring. To everyone, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and God bless America.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious. With multiple engine options and impressive towing, while Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you.
See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
Jim, Matt, and Molly continues live from the Everlight Solar Studio. I'm Jim Rutledge alongside Molly Brown, who's got her fancy Zoa water bottle.
Oh, yes, I do. And if you're looking for an energy drink that actually supports your wellness goals, look no further than Zoa Energy. It's packed with natural ingredients, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, which give you a clean, focused boost without the jitters. So if you want to pick up some Zoa for yourself, head over to zoaenergy.com to find where you can find some.
All right, we do have a Siding Unlimited poll question. Is this the most important game of the season for the Green Bay Packers? And right now, 78% of you say yes.
Do you think that's because, well, I was going to say, do you think it's because it's against the Chicago Bears and Packers fans don't want to lose to the Bears? Or is it because we all really, truly think that if the Packers lose on Saturday, they're not making the playoffs? Because I genuinely don't know what happens if they lose to the Bears, because I guess it really, in my mind, before the game, it depends on how they lose. Because if it's a close game, it's like, okay, you know what? You fought a good game. You didn't have your Micah Parsons. You might not have had your Christian Watson. We don't know how that's going to play out. And you barely lost to a good Chicago Bears team. This team is good, right? Or if they lose really bad, then I'm going to feel horrible about the rest of the season, right? Like if Rashawn Gary looks like a dope out there, if Lucas Van Ness, all those guys, any of these guys that we're relying on to lead this defense, if they all stink and this defense just looks horrible, I'm going to feel terrible. I'm going to be like, you're going to lose to the Ravens and you're going to get murdered by J.J. McCarthy and Justin Jefferson. Like, that's where my mind's going to go if they lose like that.
And I think it's a little bit of a mindset thing. If you lose Micah Parsons and then you lose to Chicago and now your playoff hopes are on, not life support, but they're definitely down. And now the Ravens game feels like a must-win.
Yeah.
And so that could just apply a lot of external pressure. And then there's the pressure of we're failing. We've failed this season from where we thought we were going to the Super Bowl. That's why we traded for Micah Parsons too.
Would it still be failing at this point, though, if Micah's not there?
If you miss the playoffs, it's failing.
Missing the playoffs, yeah.
So that's where I'm talking specifically about that. You make the playoffs and you lose. It is what it is. It's still a failure in the general of like, it's not like the Packers failed the traditional way, but you still have X amount of seasons with Jordan Love, especially with the this contract's only going to go up. You're paying Micah Parsons. You're able to move dollars around each year. Now Micah Parsons, I don't know when he'll be back, if it's the beginning of next year or whatever. But if you fail to miss the playoffs, that's not a bad pick that goes to Dallas. And so like that pick looks a bit worse. And if Micah Parsons can't come back until let's say October, so now you get like a season and a quarter from Micah out of the first 2 years of the trade. Like, there's a lot of things that could go sideways, and missing the playoffs, especially your first year with Micah Parsons, you trade for him, you're trading 2 first-round picks, and you don't make the playoffs. However it broke out, that sucks.
So even if they do make the playoffs this year, what are our expectations for how far they can actually go
I think
with
that's
the current iteration?
Matchups. Like, if they play the Rams, they're cooked. But Tampa or even a Philly, there's other teams in there I think you feel better about.
Yeah, because at this point if they win out, they win the division, right? And if they win the division, they're hosting it. They would have the ability to host 2 playoff games. Mm-hmm. But if what we think is going to happen probably happens, they likely lose this game, and then maybe they win the final 2 games, right? Vikings is a game you should win even without Micah Parsons, and I know the defense isn't good, but that you should win that game. And then the Ravens are sputtering just as much as the Packers have been over the back half of the season. So I would say that if they win those final 2 games, you're a wild card team. You go out on the road every single game, and I would agree with Jim. I feel like if you were to play the Buccaneers, you'd feel fine, but if you're also a wild card team, this Packers team will be the 7th seed. So you'll be playing the 2 seed no matter what, which is almost definitely the Bears again.
Ryan, do you feel like every game for the rest of the season is a must-win? Because that's where I'm at.
No, because
you don't think so.
If they were to win this game, then I think they could afford to lose that Ravens game.
But here's the thing: if the Packers are going to need as much help as possible in the playoffs, then you need to win all these regular season games to set yourself up with the easiest path possible.
Well, the only exception would be is if you're going to the playoffs, if it's the 2 seed is Chicago, and then you're going to Chicago to play the Bears, I, as a Packers fan, would still probably feel okay if they win this game. If they lose this game, then it's going to be like, even if they go to Chicago, like, I don't have much faith in them being able to win.
Because, well, it also depends on how they lose it. Because
that too.
Last year, both games came down to a field goal. Bears missed one, Packers blocked one.
Yep.
I'm sorry, the Packers blocked one, the Bears made one. This year, came down 20 seconds in Green Bay. And so these teams feel close. And I think that the aura of invincibility the Packers had with Aaron Rodgers with the Bears is gone. And I think that matters sometimes. And so I think Chicago feels confident. I think
there's also something to be said about Ben Johnson.
Yes, Ben Johnson added to it.
The arrival of Ben Johnson rather than maybe the departure of Aaron Rodgers.
True. I think it all kind of goes together. But the fact that they won last Caleb, I think, they 2 games last year, they were right there with the Packers. So I think that muted some of that invincibility. And then, yes, Ben Johnson has built their confidence up.
And beyond that, the Bears are just a good team.
Right,
like, we can't overlook the fact that this is just a team that deserves to be one of the top 3 seeds.
You think Jim's overlooking that?
Well, we know Jim's not, but I think Packers fans and the way that
I think people still look at the Bears as if they're like the little brother that's just like up swinging, where it's like, no, that's not how they are.
And part of it is it's hard from an outside fan base to realize how terrible Eberflus was. Because there's not a ton of talent change on this Bears team. There's some, and obviously better coaching made Caleb a better quarterback, but this team now believes in themselves, and last year there was so much quitting on that team, and when you're a bad team and you keep on losing, guys just kind of check out. And it's different. It's different how you think they check out, but you just don't have that full, I got to put every second of my body on the line to win a football game. That's where the Bears are at now because they truly believe they can go far. They truly believe they can beat the Packers.
So before we go to break to have David Kaplan on, I would ask you, Jim, same question. Is this game on Saturday the most important game of the Bears season?
Yes. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin App, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
At Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, you won't have to worry about your old lawnmower pulling a hamstring. They make buying and selling easy. Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is simple, reliable, and unlike your fantasy team this football season, they'll actually deliver. Have equipment taking up space? Let them be your surplus solution. You send it in, they list it, people bid, and you actually win. Bid, buy, sell, and score big today at WisconsinSurplus.com. Because winning isn't just for game day. WisconsinSurplus.com.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just a priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and Southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
'Tis the season to be planning your holiday events. Whether it's a party for 10 or 10,000, Celebrations has the sound, video, lighting, special effects, and custom-themed decor to make it the best party ever. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With us on your team, your holiday or New Year's party will be easy to plan and super fun to attend. DJs, casino games, lighting, and photo booths are just the beginning at CelebrationsEntertainment.com. That's CelebrationsEntertainment.com.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Get ready to unleash the dragon at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Introducing the region's very first $1 million Dragon Link slot games. With jackpots soaring to $1 million, your chance to hit it big is here. Come experience the ultimate gaming adventure. Visit Hard Rock Casino Rockford today and play the $1 million Dragon Link slot games. Your legendary win awaits. Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Let's hard rock. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
Texting enrolls enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text AREA to 42424 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text AREA to 42424. That's AREA to 42424.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Want to join the fastest growing home solar company in the nation and work in the fastest growing industry in the world? Everlight Solar has open positions in the Madison area and in their newly open Milwaukee location. As Wisconsin's largest home solar company, Everlight Solar offers great opportunities to gain new skills and advance your career. Don't miss the chance to join the Everlight Solar team. Visit everlightsolar.com to apply today. Save money, save the planet, and start with Everlight Solar.
This is Martin Sesakir from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
All I hear about is how great the Packers are going to be. Let me just remind you that if you don't, with a fingertip, block the field goal to beat the Bears in Chicago, you go 0-6 in the division. 0-6, not win a game. And then we rolled in and beat your ass in Lambeau the end of the season. So I think the Packers are headed for a dead last finish in the division.
That is the voice of David Kaplan from Cap and J Hood on ESPN Chicago. I'm Jim Rutledge alongside Molly Brown. Primetime Orshine behind the glass. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. And Cap, thanks for joining us. I am obviously in a very good mood and in good spirits. And the first thing that I've noticed from afar, as I watch every week, I watch the Good, Better, Best video from Ben Johnson, is that the Bears...
Right there, buddy. Right there.
Right, I love it.
Oh my God, that's so embarrassing.
I love it. And so, not every coach needs to manicure their eyebrows like LaFleur. They focus on.
Oh, they just need to wax their chest like Ben Johnson. You're right.
Hey, he's not afraid to show off what he's working with there. But I think both guys that got the game ball said, "Job's not finished. We need to go beat the Packers," and they still have a bad and sour taste in their mouth from the loss. So I love the fact that the Bears seem no longer afraid of the Packers, and I think that's because Aaron Rodgers is not there and Ben Johnson's in Chicago.
Yeah, I don't think the Aaron factor really matters. I think they would love to have tried to beat Aaron Rodgers. Last time they did that was 2018 when they clinched the NFC North with Mitch Trubisky leading the way to a 24-17 win over Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. But we'll leave that to the side. I don't want Molly to get upset. The interesting thing is this city is alive. They are on fire. Back in first place where they belong in the NFC North. And I'm telling you, this team is so focused on what Saturday night is going to be like. And I think it's going to be electric. It's going to be loud. It's not going to be bitter cold like it was this past Sunday when wind chills hit near 30 below. I think we're going to have, temperatures in the 30s. And so I expect a dry track, and I expect a hell of a football game. So if you guys can pull yourself out of the fetal position because Micah Parsons went down and realize you still have other good players who you guys have all turned your back on. I'm hearing all these different people up there because I have a home in Wisconsin. Oh, my God, it's over. It's not over. We'll be there to compete. I hope you guys are too.
I mean, I hope that the Packers are there to compete as well. It's just if you watch this Packers defense and you see how much they even struggle, even when Micah Parsons is on the field, how much they let the Broncos walk all over them. Like, this defense is going to have a serious problem, especially when you think back to just a couple weeks ago when they played the Bears at Lambeau. The only guy that could chase down Caleb Williams was Micah Parsons. Rashawn Gary looked like a fool out there compared to Caleb Williams. So, and that is all credit to Caleb Williams. He is incredibly athletic. It's fun watching him. As a Packer fan, I hate it. But we all heard you talking in the clip as we came into this segment about how the Packers were going to be dead last in the NFC North based on how they did last year against all the other NFC North teams. What are your thoughts on how this division is shaking out so far this year?
Well, if things go the way that I'm hoping, the Bears win on Saturday, you guys find a way to whiz down your leg in another of your final 2 games. The Bears already have it clinched, so the last game on Sunday at the end of the year is against the Lions, and Ben Johnson goes, we're already in. We're already locked into our seed, probably the 2 seed. And guess what? I'm going to sit my guys so Dan Campbell gets in, and Green Bay goes home. That would be an amazing way to finish the season with the Packers not even in the playoffs. We'll see. I'm just worried about this Saturday. But, I'm getting really tired of everybody in Wisconsin. They know who they are, Ben Brust included. Last 3 games, Green Bay defense, 20th in the National Football League. Chicago, 7th. That's yards per game allowed. How about 17th in the NFL on the road in yards allowed, 14th at home for the Chicago Bears. So I'm just looking at all of the numbers, the ability 2 weeks ago, I was there to watch the Bears offensive line run the ball down the Packers' throat in the second half. Caleb Williams had an outstanding second half. He was magnificent against the Cleveland Browns. And before anyone goes, they're the Cleveland Browns, they beat your ass. So let me just make sure everybody's clear. We'll be there to compete on Saturday night. It's going to be electric. You better bring your A game, Green Bay.
Hey, you're preaching to the choir. I know that they lost to the Cleveland Browns, and that's why I wanted the Browns to beat the snot out of the Bears this past weekend, but they didn't. No, I'm glad that you brought up other shows, though, up here at ESPN Wisconsin, because I actually heard Jen, Gabe, and Chewy this morning. Gabe was trying to tell Mark Chmura that the Bears' defense is bad. Do you agree with that?
I do not. Absolutely do not. And it looks like they're going to have a good chance to get a guy who'll probably be going to the Pro Bowl. Tremaine Edmonds had his window to return from IR opened yesterday, and there is a strong chance if this week goes well for him and he feels healthy that he could be playing on Saturday night. We won't have Kyler Gordon. We won't have Rome Odunze. Luther Burton, that one's a little more iffy. We're not sure what's going to happen there. That is a big loss, no question about it. But if you really compare the 2 rosters and how this Bears thing has developed, the Bears have the better roster. I truly believe that. If I was drafting today and I could have Jordan Love or Caleb Williams, I'll take Caleb Williams 7 days a week and twice on Sunday. And I want to see how your defensive line with no Devontae Wyatt, no Micah Parsons, I want to see how you handle Joe Thuney, going to be a first-team All-Pro. Drew Dahlman, probably a Pro Bowler. Jonah Jackson might go to a Pro Bowl. Darnell Wright might go to a Pro Bowl. That is the best offensive line, maybe other than the Colts in the National Football League. I want to see how the Packer defense handles it.
Okay, hold on. I know, Jim, you got to cut in here. But you sound like the Chicago Bears are like going to the Super Bowl at this point in time. Like, that is where your confidence level is at. Can you please say one negative thing about the Chicago Bears team?
We don't get to the quarterback enough. We don't. So this offseason, instead of going and having to get Joe Thuney, Drew Dahlman, and Jonah Jackson, I want to go trade for either Myles Garrett if he gets moved or the kid Max Crosby out in Las Vegas reportedly could be moved. I want to go make that addition because I do think the Bears are setting themselves up for a really strong run with Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams. It will sicken all of you in cheese country, but guess what? Get ready. Put a little salt and pepper on it because it's coming your way.
Love it. And I remember I got a lot of heat at the beginning of the year where I said the Packers had the 4th best roster in the NFC North.
Yeah,
I didn't say they were finished last.
No,
not
with you.
But it is shaping out and looking better and better for the Bears. That was pre-Micah Parsons. But Caleb Williams, up here everyone talks about the Toyota-thon Jordan Love. Caleb Williams, the last kind of week and a half, and honestly the last couple of games, has really been putting it all together. And for me, Cap, it's what Ben Johnson predicted, that one, Caleb has to learn everything pre-snap, and then he has to learn everything that's going to happen in the game. And then the last thing to come will be the accuracy and the confidence. That looks like he might be having his own Toyota-thon or his own breakout here. And I'm actually not putting off the table of Caleb playing his best football, which is what Ben Johnson predicted for the Bears in December here.
Yeah, Ben Johnson said, you'll see us play our best football in December. That's absolutely what he said. And look, we got to remember something. Jordan Love's in year 6, 3 as the starter, but 6 in the same system. Caleb Williams has been in that system for 14 games. That's it. He left an absolute train wreck from a year ago. Ben Johnson rolls in. Caleb says, coach me hard. That's what I want. I want to be the best I can be. And Ben Johnson said, you asked for it, you're going to get it. And I told this story recently on an interview that Kevin Byard, who I'm really good friends with, we were on the phone and he said, I have to go double back to the facility. I forgot something in my locker. He had gone home to have dinner with his wife and kids. He gets to the facility at 6:30 in the morning. He tries to get home by 5 if they're done with all their stuff so he can have a dinner with his wife and young kids. He said, I run back at 7 o'clock to the facility. It's 10 minutes away. I pull in the parking lot and there's only 2 cars. Everyone else is gone. Building's dark, but I see one light on. He goes, I walk up there. He said, who's there? And they've been there since 5:30 in the morning. Well, that'd be Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams. He said, these two are joined at the hip. It is so cool to see. And Caleb is in complete control of this offense. It's just going to keep taking reps. But with that arm, the throw he made to DJ Moore the other day, I don't know 3 guys in the world that can make that throw. And then Colston Loveland. Colston Loveland is showing you why he was the number 10 pick overall. That dude is a beast.
He is. For Packer fans, he's set to surpass Tucker Kraft's best season in the NFL in Colston Loveland's rookie season in the NFL. You talked about the throws that Caleb's making now, and I'm sure you watch this with the Packer games, and Jordan Love has these throws where you're like, how in God's name did that ball get to the guy? But they feel different than Caleb's. Caleb's seem, but it could just be a fan's eye. What are your thoughts on the kind of Jordan Love balls that Caleb's been throwing now? Are they the same thing? Are they different? These sort of kind of, I can't believe the ball got to the receiver type throws.
That's just who he is. And Ben Johnson has said, if you get picked off a few times, as long as your thought process was correct on where you were going with the football, like 2 weeks ago, you underthrew a wide open Cole Kmet because I timed it with a stopwatch. He was 0.6 of a second late releasing the football. 0.6 of a second earlier, Cole Kmet's open. You dump it over the top, and the Bears. Ben told the media, guess what? We're probably going for 2. We were probably going for 2. I was there. You were all watching. It would have been absolutely amazing theater if the Bears go for 2. They'd already gotten a 2-point in that game to walk out of Lambeau with a last-second victory. Didn't happen. Guess what? We'll tee it up on Saturday.
We were listening to the post-game show on our drive home on ESPN
so we went
Chicago.
to the game, and I mean, obviously our team here in Wisconsin does a great post-game, but I couldn't handle it, so I turned on the ESPN Chicago post-game with the ESPN Chicago app. But yeah, we saw that game. It was down to the wire. These games have been down to the wire. But the one other thing that I think fans up here, and Molly, you kind of said this, that everyone still has this idea this is the same old Bears, this is going to be a blip. I know you talked about Ben Johnson, but I don't think people fully understand the juxtaposition of where that locker room's mentality was, where they were headspace-wise, and just the overall vibe of the team under Eberflus as opposed to Ben Johnson right now. And this is a team that's almost catching up to the expectations and what they should have been doing if they had a more competent coach. And so this isn't a surprise if you look at their roster and just realize Eberflus incompetent, Ben Johnson elite.
Yeah, look, Matt Eberflus, you don't become an NFL head coach if you're not a pretty intelligent dude in the football world. Matt Eberflus was not cut out to be a head coach. Maybe he can coordinate a defense. Maybe he's brilliant X's and O's. But in terms of standing in front of 53 guys and holding people accountable, the first meeting Ben Johnson had, the very first one, he walked in and guys are kind of sitting back like this, and they've got their breakfast while they're listening to him talk. He gets about 5 seconds into his first meeting. This is from somebody in the room. And he goes, hang on a second. What the F is this? What are you talking about, Coach? What's with the breakfasts? We're here to work. Get that blankety blank here. We don't do that any longer. You're going to sit up straight. You're going to pay attention, and you're going to be freaking held accountable here. And they said, you don't want to go to a film session on a Monday because you didn't take care of your responsibility. You can make a mistake physically, but false start, or you didn't line up properly, or you illegal formation. He said, that dude's going to put it up on the big screen, and he is going to air you out in front of your teammates. He said, it's not fun. You don't want to be part of it.
All right, Cap, so you made the prediction of what happens if the Packers lose. They're just basically going to spiral for the rest of the season, according to you. What happens if the Chicago Bears lose to the Packers?
I didn't predict it. I just said I'm hoping for it.
Well, it's a prediction. On Saturday, what happens if the Bears lose to the Packers at home on Saturday?
Do you want my prediction on, or what happens if the Bears lose?
I just mean if the Bears, what happens if the Bears lose? Then they've got the 49ers, then they've got the Lions at home. What happens the rest of their season if they lose to the Packers this weekend?
I mean, you got to find a way to win at least one more. I would think then it would come down to win or lose against the 49ers the following week out west. The last game at Chicago against the Lions, Detroit could have already been eliminated. Mm-hmm. If they lose to the Steelers this week, they're in a real world of hurts to try and get in. They could be eliminated. If the Bears win and the Lions lose, it's over. Bears are in the playoffs. So this weekend, the Bears could have locked up a playoff spot. So if they lose, it'll suck. You go back to work and you find a way to beat the 49ers, and then you worry about the Lions after that. I do believe the Bears will win Saturday night. I think it's going to be a hornet's nest. I do. I think the Packers have no idea what they're walking into. This is a pissed off team, and this is a team with talent. You have got a bunch of Pro Bowl caliber or all pro caliber guys on your O-line. We're going to be banged up in the wide receiver room for sure. You've got a run game that's as good as any in the National Football League. And 2 weeks ago in your building where you guys play better, they ran it down your throat in the second half. I was sitting in the stands and I'm listening to Packer fans. They're like, what is going on here? These guys are getting 5, 6, 7, 8 yards a clip. Guess what? You're going to get a heavy dose of that, and when you least expect it, Caleb's going downtown.
Cap, I was going to ask your prediction, so why don't you just put some numbers on that, because you kind of gave us a prediction here, but why don't you give us a score prediction then?
Bears win at 27-17. 27-17. And I do not think they'll blitz Jordan Love as much as they did the last time. Jordan's pretty good against the blitz. I don't think you'll see as much. There'll be some well-timed C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Jaquan Brisker-type blitzes, but they're going to ask Montez Sweat and Grady Jarrett and Austin Booker, can you guys please get home? And if they can handle stopping the run game, I'm telling you what, it's going to be a happy night in Chicago. But they'll be there to compete. They'll be there to fight.
I like it. I'm hoping for it. I would love this game to feel not like something I'm going to have a heart attack during. So if they can kind of hold them at arm's length, I think I would enjoy that a little bit more.
27-17. Book it.
Thanks, Cap.
You guys have a great day. Bear down.
Bear down. Right from Cap. Cap and Jay Hood, David Kaplan, thanks for joining us. You can watch that back on ESPN Madison's YouTube, on the ESPN Wisconsin app. And don't forget about Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton, home of the Sizzle, Swizzle, and Swirl Happy Hour. Go check out Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I only know people who use cream cheese on bagels.
I've had it on toast. That's good.
Cream cheese on toast?
We don't have any bagels.
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh my God.
Desperate.
Molly's like, in a pinch, you can throw it on some white bread.
I think cream cheese is worse for you than Molly's realizing, by the way.
It 100% is. I quite frankly don't know what cream cheese is.
And you don't care.
I don't care.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin App, and ESPN Madison on YouTube. Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Starion Bank, with 3 Madison area locations in Middleton, Sun Prairie, and Monona. Starion Bank is here investing in your community. Start your experience at StarionBank.com. Member FDIC.
Like I told you when we spoke earlier in practice, I refuse to lose.
A fired-up Carter Booth, who helped fuel Wisconsin volleyball to a Texas upset. Bucky punching its ticket to Kansas City to play in the national semis. The call from John Arias to seal the deal.
Here comes Collier.
Trouble, that's it.
It's down. The knock out punch down. Down goes Texas. And for the 7th time in program history, the Badgers will play in the Final Four.
Add windows and doors to your Christmas list with 0% interest for 24 months. If you're not getting windows from Santa, visit PellaWI.com today.
When it's game day in Madison, you know what that means. Pizza Hut time. Unlimited large one-topping pizzas, just $7.99 each. Or your team at home can load them up with 3 toppings for $9.99. Perfect for kickoffs, watch parties, or that fourth quarter comeback from your living room. Fuel your crew, fill the table, and keep the good times rolling all game long with Pizza Hut. Order now for delivery or carryout at pizzahut.com or on the app. Pizza Hut. Feed good times.
The president of James Imaging Systems, Tom Tegeter.
As I reflect on the 2025 performance of the James Imaging Systems team, I'm inspired by their power of action, reliable follow-through, and ability to consistently connect with our clients. So thank you for helping our clients grow, profit, and thrive. In addition, I'm humbled by the trust our clients place in the James Imaging Systems expertise to help them succeed, now and in the years to come. As your local business technology partner, I extend my appreciation and gratitude for your ongoing loyalty. Looking forward, I feel that as individuals and as a community, if we display the power of positive action and authentically strive to find common ground, then our local communities will be stronger and our family connections will be secure and enduring. To everyone, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and God bless America.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Hey, it's Molly Brown. And let's be honest, between work, kids, and everything else life throws at me, I'm always looking for a little extra energy. That's why I love ZOA Energy. It's made with natural ingredients, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, so I get that boost I need without the crash or jitters. Plus, there are tons of great flavors. It's vegan, gluten-free, and even low in sugar, so it fits right into my busy, health-conscious routine. So grab a ZOA Energy, fuel your body, focus your mind, and take on your day like a champ.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Matt LePay for Steinhoffels. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Since 1934, Steinhoffels has been Wisconsin's furniture and mattress destination for quality, selection, and service. For over 90 years, Steinhoffels has helped Wisconsinites create the homes of their dreams and is 100% employee-owned. Steinhoffels has the largest selection of all the latest styles and all the best mattress brands. You'll find something for every style and every budget. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
This is Martin Sesaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Bears win it 27-17. 27-17. And I do not think they'll blitz Jordan Love as much as they did the last time. And if they can handle stopping the run game, I'm telling you what, it's going to be a happy night in Chicago. But they'll be there to compete. They'll be there to fight.
That was David Kaplan of Kaplan J. Hood on ESPN Chicago. He joined our show. That was him on Jim, Matt, and Molly. I'm Jim Rutledge alongside Molly Brown. Robin Madison chimes in on the Carbon Stock text line, 844-770-3776. This is more. Always great listening to Captain Jackass.
I didn't think you were going to read that.
Why not? I mean,
thank you. Why did you say it to his face?
Why didn't I say it to his face? I didn't know when it came through.
Oh,
so
it was
sorry.
on there.
I don't check. Full disclosure, I don't check the talk text line during interviews unless we're like crowdsourcing questions.
Gotcha.
So I was locked in, Molly. You know me. I lock in.
I was too.
I know you were. Yeah.
You can tell that Rob really does like Cap though, because he went out of his way to spell
his name
captain
correct.
with the
Yeah.
K.
Yeah.
I mean,
it
it
was
was
kind of like
you can tell he's been stewing on that one for a while.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of an endearment there. Here's my quick reaction to Cap. We'll talk more about it, but if the Bears win this game, they're gonna run the hell out of the football. I think I think that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, because they couldn't throw against the Packers in the first place.
In the first half. But then in Luther Burden being...
And it's just not asking Caleb to make those superhero throws like he was in the second half again.
And I also think they're going to be missing Luther Burden and Roma Dunze, which means they're down to DJ Moore.
Both were non-participants today.
Yes. And DJ Moore will play, I'm sure. Burden, I'm not optimistic about. I think Odunze is going to end up on the IR. And he's got a stress fracture in his foot.
Yeah, because he re-injured it right ahead of this past Sunday's game.
Yeah, 5 minutes before. Apparently, fantasy football fans.
What
are
is
upset.
it with Bears players just getting injured 5 minutes before kickoff?
Right? They play tackle football with no pads beforehand. it's a bad decision. I don't know why
They're
they
just
do
like
it.
gladiators.
It's just stupid, but maybe they need to mix that up a
Russell
little bit.
Crowe's out there. Are you not entertained?
Right, yeah. They need to stop that.
I was thinking those like giant Q-tip thingies.
Oh, like American Gladiator?
That's what I thought you were talking about.
No. The movie.
Yeah, I'm thinking like Wipeout.
Yeah, that's the
American
problem.
Ninja
They need
Warrior.
to stop having them do American Ninja Warrior before the game. That's their pregame warm-up, and I think it's working against them.
It's those giant cushions.
Yeah, I you know what?
Except it's not a cushion, it's just a rock.
They thought the cushions would soften the blow, but there's too many soft tissue injuries. People are falling off these rolling foam balls and everything, so it's done.
Okay.
Our pets' heads are falling off, Stewie.
But
what?
That's from
Family
Dumb and Dumber.
Guy?
No, I said Stewie, but what's his name in the
Lloyd, right?
Lloyd? Yeah.
Our pets' heads are falling off. Do you remember that from Dumb and Dumber?
No.
Has Molly seen Dumber Dumber?
Why? I've never seen Dumb or Dumber.
Yes, I've seen Dumb and Dumber, but it was years ago. So like I literally couldn't tell you what happens other than when they ride in like that dog mobile. And there was something about a girl in Colorado at the airport, and he looks like a limousine driver, all that.
That's a good Cliff Notes.
Honestly,
that's decent.
We might have to create a segment where Molly recaps movies she's
Movies,
seen
yeah.
once.
Yeah, movies she's seen 15 years ago would be great.
I can tell you all about the Cheetah Girls or High School Musical.
No, I want movies you've only seen
Or
once.
Eddie's $1 Million
and,
Cook-Off.
and you like barely paid attention to. Like those are the ones that I want the full reviews of.
There's a lot. A lot.
Probably all the ones on...
that Jim made me do for first watch.
Yeah, first watch, yep.
I had to watch them on my drive-in because I didn't do it over the weekend.
That's dangerous.
Allegedly.
Okay.
Allegedly dangerous or allegedly you did that?
Allegedly I did that.
Okay, well, Jim, I will ask, because you're bringing it up before we got to sidetrack there. You said, allegedly, if the Bears were to lose this game, what would happen?
Well, I'm not saying they're going to lose, but I think the Bears are going to run the football, and I think Christian Watson is going to be the key to this game. If Christian Watson doesn't play for the Green Bay Packers, the Packers aren't going to win because you're going to rely on Matthew Golden to be a huge playmaker, which he hasn't shown he can be yet. I'm not saying he won't ever get there, but they're smaller anyway. So you're relying on Reed and Golden to be the ones going down the field making plays to try to open up the defense. And I just don't think that's going to happen. So I think the Bears are going to be able to sit on the run and not have to worry too much about the deep threat. And then the guys like Dobbs are going to have his little 7 or 8 yard catches, and Musgrave will have a couple yard catches, and the Packers are going to have to nickel and dime their way down the field because they're going to lose their explosiveness, which any quarterback.
I mean, Musgrave had that huge almost catch that was called back, even though we never got a good vision
In the Bears
of it.
game, you said.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He did have another big catch in the Broncos game. If Jordan Love hits him in stride, he probably picks up another 30 yards on that play, too.
Well, if Jordan Love hits Musgrave and Strive on the other one, he might have a touchdown.
In the Bears game?
Yeah.
That's true, I suppose.
But regardless, I'm just saying in general, you can't count on them to make the big play over and over again. Because that was also the Bears one. I don't remember the Denver one, but the Bears one was also a lot of like action going on that kind of allowed Musgrave to sneak free.
And that was also before Christian Watson got hurt.
Right.
So that's a big factor, too.
And so I'm not saying the Packers can't scheme those guys open. I just think the Bears are going to have a much easier life defensively without Christian Watson, which then allows them to be able to run the football and they never get behind like they did against Green Bay, and then they can just bleed out the clock and do what they did against Philadelphia. I think that's what they want to do.
I actually feel confident in the Packers offense going into this. I feel confident that Matt LaFleur is going to come up with a good game plan against the Bears. I do not trust this defense against the Bears whatsoever. Like, because you saw how easy it was for them to run the ball, right? Like Cap and you were just saying, like that's all they did was just run it down the Packers' throat in the second half. To me, if they do that the entire game, that makes me nervous. Like this Packers team, legit, in order to win this game, I think has to put up 35-plus points. And that is a lot of points for this Packers offense.
One thing to note for that as well is after practice today, Marshawn Lloyd is never going to play for the Packers, by the way. I don't know if you guys saw that earlier today.
Yeah.
His recovery has been derailed.
What round pick was he?
He was a third-round pick. And it would be really nice to have him right now because Josh Jacobs is so banged up. He did not practice today. He actually said to reporters after the game today that he After the practice, excuse me. They played a game, actually. They did what the Bears do before every game. They played a game today to get prepared for Saturday. No, Josh Jacobs did re-injure his knee in that Broncos game, but stayed in. He even mentioned that he's actually clashed multiple times this year with Matt LaFleur about playing through these injuries. So he is risking it basically every time he touches the field right now.
And it's a Saturday, which is a tighter window.
Exactly.
And the following is a Saturday, too.
And we haven't even mentioned Zach Tom in all of this, too. Like, he got injured in that game, and Matt LaFleur said today that it's very much up in the air whether he or Watson will play in this game. And especially if neither of them play.
Did the Packers practice today, or is it because I know for Chicago...
They practiced. I don't know if it was like a true full-speed practice today.
So, because the Bears did not practice today, so their injury report is an estimate that if they had practice...
The Packers did have a practice today.
Okay,
I don't know if it was full speed, but they were out on the field.
Roman Dunze and Luther Burden are probably still very much up in the air, but nobody practiced today. They just said if they would have practiced, it'd be a DNP.
Yeah.
I think Tremaine Edmonds is going to be back, which would be huge for the Bears in there, too, because...
Especially stopping that running game.
He was playing at a Pro Bowl level, too, until he got hurt.
How long has he been out for the Bears defense?
4 or 5 games.
Okay.
And they filled in nicely, but he's another type of player.
What do you think of this Bears defense, by the way? I know expressed a lot of confidence in some of the stats from the past 4 weeks.
And you mentioned Gabe saying this was bad. He's operating on bad or old information. They have found a way. Dennis Allen is, I think we all can agree, an elite defensive coordinator.
I got to be honest, I don't know.
I don't know either.
He's got 2 head coaching jobs because of his ability as defensive coordinator. That's why he got it. So, but he's never going to get another job because he's not a good head coach. He's a good defensive coordinator.
He's in the Steve Spagnuolo sphere.
He was defensive coordinator for the Saints for most of his career, especially when they won the Super Bowl. Those defenses.
He was the head coach there before he got fired. Took over for the. For the
So
Bears.
was he around when it was the bounty hunting?
No, he replaced the bounty hunter.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, that was Greg Williams, the Blitz doctor or whatever his name is.
He replaced him.
Dr. Blitz.
So, anyways, he's been able to scheme together a pretty good defense, and the Bears lead the league in turnovers. So this year...
Okay, let's not use turnovers to our advantage right now. That is all that you used to knock the Packers defense on, so let's not. But you always said that was luck. Ryan, am I wrong?
Oh, he said it a lot last year.
Please do not use that as a defense. Yes, that is great. Hold on. No. I will translate this as somebody who is not biased, okay? That I don't hate the Chicago Bears, right? In the same way that you hate the Green Bay Packers, okay? I will give credit where credit is due. Getting turnovers, as we just said about the Green Bay Packers this past weekend, that the Packers defense doesn't have freaking hands to be able to make an interception, right? Can't even... Lucas Van Ness getting hit in the face with the ball, can't even grab it, right? So I will give you that it does take talent in order to make a play off of a turnover, okay?
Yeah.
So I will give you that, even though you never gave that to the Green Bay Packers, saying that it was all luck.
No, see,
that the Packers were leading the league in turnovers. Can we run the tape?
Yes.
You've said multiple times that it is luck.
Well, I think we're misremembering a little bit.
No, we're not.
Because
Ryan? I need to hear his explanation first.
In the preseason stuff, and especially Matt talked about how the Packers created all these turnovers. And I said, as a Bears fan, I am well aware, and I used to get mad when everyone would say turnovers year to year are luck. You cannot count on your team to be number one in turnovers year after year after year. In fact, I remember saying that the Packers maybe were number one last year. Maybe they finished like 5th or 6th. They're not going to be terrible at it because it's a style of defense, but they were not going to be the same because the ball just doesn't bounce your way year to year. That's my stance on it. Run the tape back.
Sounds like you kind of just described luck is what your explanation was.
But I said,
that sounds like the explanation of luck.
Year to year, though.
Yes, exactly.
Whatever it is, there's certain years where you just get these turnovers.
So you're saying that the Bears this year, that is just what they do.
And then next year, if I quote it and say the Bears are going to get turnovers again, and I'll be number one again, call me out on it.
I'll call your ass out.
Please do. Obviously.
And the thing is
call me out even when you're wrong.
I'm literally not wrong.
The one thing I would say that Jim said was wrong there was that he said the opportunities haven't been there the same way for the Packers this year. Okay. They have been there.
The Packers just don't make a move.
Don't capitalize on anything.
You got to make a move on the opportunities. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
I was afraid that college would be like high school. I worried about starting over and feeling alone. But I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. At Madison College, I'm part of a community, and I've never felt alone. My instructors have been incredible, and I've made so many friends and connections. My advice to others, don't let your fears stop you. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started. Hi, this is former Badger Pro Football Hall of Famer Joe Thomas. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison. Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Ryan Wollersheim, and this is your Sports and Update brought to you by the Jump Around, a Badgers-dedicated digital show. Tune in to Jim Rutledge and Pablo Iglesias every Thursday at 12:30 on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel for all things Wisconsin Badgers. Meanwhile, the Green Bay Packers look to pick up the pieces after Sunday's catastrophic loss to the Broncos. They returned to practice earlier today as they've got a quick bounce back before taking on the Bears this Saturday for the de facto NFC North title game. Packers resuming practice and some key injury updates from Matt LaFleur saying wideout Christian Watson and right tackle Zach Tom will be given up until game time to try and play this Saturday. They're part of the cast of key contributors who were injured in that Broncos loss. LaFleur also saying that Micah Parsons has not yet had surgery to repair his torn ACL, and he expects Parsons will be around the team after his upcoming surgery. Parsons facing a timeline of at least 9 months before he can come back, putting the availability for the start of next season up in the air. Stay tuned for Jim, Matt, and Molly right here as we continue talking Packers-Bears leading into this game on Saturday. Also, head over to ESPN Wisconsin app to listen to Dave Kaplan of ESPN Chicago appearing on Jim, Matt, and Molly in Hour 1. Hour 2 of Jim, Matt, and Molly coming up right now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other. Jim's an onion. You got to peel back the layers to get to the good part.
Russ called Jim Big J today. I was like, can we not greet him like that?
Big J.
Jim Rutledge.
Can we just change the name of the show as Big J, Matt, and Molly?
No, we can't. Big J, Big M, and Molly.
Little M. Big
no,
J.
No. See, that's what Ben was going to call me this morning. I was like, please don't. Don't say Big J and Little M in a sentence. Please.
That sounded really silly.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
Number 2 of Jim, Matt, and Molly, represented by Coors Light. It's the Mountain Blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush a Coors Light.
I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power in the Everlight Solar Studio. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's Carbus Talk text line. This is more. You can see us in the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. I am going full ninja like Molly Brown. I'm in all black today. And Molly, pretty in pink, and primetime Wollersheim in his Tuesday flannel.
Repping the brand.
A little bit Christmas vibes, though. A little bit of red and green.
That's true, actually. I had not realized that. No, I'm just wearing a Wisconsin hoodie. Supporting Badgers volleyball.
For us.
Got to support Badgers volleyball all week.
I see that.
I'm going to be wearing something Badgers related for them taking on Kentucky in the Final Four on Thursday. So I just got a generic Badgers hoodie on today.
Were you wearing Badger stuff yesterday?
Yes, I was actually wearing my Badgers volleyball t-shirt, so you guys would not have seen it under the other 5 layers.
I genuinely don't know how you're comfortable wearing like a flannel over a sweatshirt. I think the feeling of sleeves on top of sleeves is the most uncomfortable thing for me.
Really? So,
yes.
Like, do you wear a hoodie and then put like a blanket on?
I mean, yeah, if I'm like at home, I don't just sit at like my desk with a blanket on.
No.
Like a Snuggie?
No, but I think of it the same way, where it's like if I'm at home and I'd be getting comfortable like at home, I would have a blanket on probably over a hoodie, especially this time of the year. Wearing a flannel on top of a hoodie to me is
like your
just
blankie that you can wear to the office?
A little bit, actually.
Okay.
It's comfortable to me. I don't know. Look, maybe I'm weird, but
I'm sweating looking at you. I don't understand.
I actually.
It's a compliment to Ryan.
Yeah, it's fair.
You make me sweat.
Oh, okay. Jim.
Not me, Jim.
Didn't realize you thought of me that way.
I
Anyway.
didn't until you unbuttoned your flannel there.
Now you see that the
I couldn't keep it together.
you see that
Yeah.
cardinal in gray. You see, ooh, spicy. Anyways, yeah, as I was saying, I like to feel comfortable, and this is how I feel comfortable, especially when we're doing the show. And now, Swaddled. And I did turn the fan off in here today because Molly got in my head yesterday of it being too loud. So I'm trying
all
to.
it was in the background of you.
You make it sound like it was Black Hawk Down. Like it's not that loud.
It kind of was. That's a helicopter.
Yeah, like the big blades.
Why is it in slow motion?
Because you don't hear them all. You like that better?
No, please stop. Stop spitting all over your mic right now.
More sharp down.
You wanted to be a pilot so bad.
A pilot?
Didn't you?
It's weird because I don't. Here's a true story, honestly. I don't like flying, but this will surprise you. I don't like flying because I'm not flying a plane.
That's not surprising. That's not surprising.
In control.
Right, exactly.
Shocking.
Yes.
Jim Rutledge.
I feel much more comfortable if I was just flying it up myself.
That's not surprising, having ridden in a car with you before, knowing how you like to drive. I know you like to kind of be the authority.
75, 65, 80, 62. What are we doing?
Being in a plane with him as the pilot is like being in Top Gun. He would just be flying around banking like Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Vroom, vroom.
Yeah.
It's the sound I make when I drive my truck. That's when I drive home, I go...
Imagine being in the car with Jim right after he's coming home from a movie like Top Gun, and he's got the adrenaline of watching that.
God.
He
just
throws
like
his
aviators on.
Oh yeah, I fire up
7:30 at night.
Danger Zone from Kenny Loggins.
I would be so terrified. I would just be white knuckling the
Jim
whole
does
time.
not know how to use cruise control. As
which
we
is
all know,
honestly don't know how to use it in my
What do
truck.
you mean you don't know how to use it?
Like I don't
he
know how it works
literally
in my
doesn't
truck.
know how to use it.
Like you just don't know the button?
Yeah.
Oh, well that's easy. That's easy to figure out.
No, but like he doesn't know how to set it. You know how like so you have to like click it on and then you have to click it. He doesn't know how to do it. Same thing. Like I had to teach all of you guys how to use your blinkers.
You did teach us that?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
You taught us how to use a feature of the blinkers,
Yes.
not how to just use the blinkers.
Well, one, Jim doesn't use blinkers.
Oh, that's
as it
also
is.
just a red
He's
flag.
that guy. Jim is literally that guy when he drives. He will fly past you, and then all of a sudden, a minute later, you're flying past him because he's going 10 miles under the speed limit. And then he also doesn't use his blinkers to get into the other lane.
All the while he's talking to somebody on the phone about how Caleb Williams is the growth he's shown over the past 5 games.
Yeah, probably. You
This is literally Jim on a day-to-day basis.
Yes, I know. I've gotten these calls.
God.
Yeah.
And then he's yelling at other people driving.
Yes.
They're terrible drivers.
Why are you in my way?
Yep.
Bleep, 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 bleep.
Yeah. Totally Jim.
Yeah, that sounds about right. My oldest daughter now yells at people when she's in the front seat with me when I'm driving. She's like, come on, get out of the way.
Metrología of Madison hoy.
He goes, oi, at people all the time on the roads.
Look.
Oi, oi, oi.
I drive my truck aggressively. All right? That's just how I live. So.
This is the way I live. Dun, 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 dun. You know that song?
I don't.
Okay. Jim, do you know that song?
No.
What?
I just learned who Alex Warren was 2 days ago.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who it is either, but apparently he's popular. But I share my...
I just learned who he is. Who is it? I don't know.
Wait, is it a he or she?
He.
Alex Warren, the singer?
Yes.
You don't say that confidently.
No, it's a he, right?
Yes.
So let me look up. So I...
Wait, Before You Leave Me, is that TikTok song?
There's a lot of those.
That's not why I know it. My...
Ordinary. That's a TikTok song. I think.
My daughters, and I think I sent this to someone, but my daughters they share if they want to ask Google to play music at the house, they say, hey, Google, play whatever, but my Apple Music hooked up to it. Now, on their phones, or on my youngest got an iPod, my oldest has a phone, and they have their own subscriptions.
Do they still make iPods?
I was
No.
I was going to say, how old is this?
Jim had to go on Marketplace.
Yeah,
no,
no
I bought
kidding.
Amazon. You can buy I bought a refurbished one off Amazon. It's like $150.
So what version of the iPod is it?
6. And the only reason I did is because my wife's like, oh, we'll just get some music, and we'll just get an MP3 player. I'm like, we don't own any music. And she didn't understand that we don't, the Apple Music, we don't own any of it. So I was like, we have to have an Apple subscription, or I'm going to have to spend $100 to buy a bunch of songs for Nola too. So it'd make more sense to have something, an iPod Touch, like the newest one, 6th generation. It still can hit the internet, and then you can have them have access to your Apple Music. So now Nola can listen to, she has her own playlist. Because for a hot minute, she was using my Apple, and all I had was 10,000 Kid Bop songs like all over my Apple Music.
Oh.
But for my Apple Rap, because when they listen to songs at the house, they ask for their favorite songs on the Google Music. It was the number one song listened to this year was Alex Warren "Ordinary," and I don't know what that song is.
Looks like a lot of love songs.
Well, that's Rosie, which is stressing me out now. I don't like to know that. That's Rosie's favorite artist. And then there was like Zombies, and it's like a musical.
Zombies?
It's cute, but it's a musical.
Zombie.
That I like. That would be on my list. No, this is more
There's
of like,
a zombie musical.
Oh, I would play it for you, but we can't on YouTube.
No, YouTube would get very mad
at
at
us. A
us.
girl and a zombie. It's like High School Musical, but for zombies.
Can't relate. Okay, we get it.
That's really what it is.
That's
because here's what happens.
That sounds like
You have
something Google AI would invent.
non-zombies and zombies, and they demonize the zombies, but then they realize that zombies are people too. And then the girl falls in love with the zombie, Romeo and Juliet style. But it's a Disney movie, so nobody dies. They sing songs.
But then how did they become zombies if nobody dies?
This is like a second generation. So like,
wait, so his parents were zombies?
They were
had
turned
babies?
zombie by like a nuclear explosion. But apparently that's another way you can get turned zombie.
Okay.
And only half the town was affected by. I don't think there was zombies from Chernobyl.
There's a horror movie about that though. I've seen it.
That's like what I think about.
But Chernobyl's a real thing.
Yeah, and they're zombies, don't you know, Jim?
No, but listen.
They all turned into zombies.
No. Hear me out.
Yeah, Chernobyl. Like,
yeah,
we had zombies.
Obviously.
No. Here's
Blair
what
Witch isn't real.
No.
What?
Hey, what did you just say?
What do you think I said?
No. Like I just picture what is it called when it's
I want to know where this is going.
like Chernobyl. It's like poison. What is it called? Radiation. That's like what I picture happens to people. Is like they turn into like zombies when there's radiation.
Yeah, that's
like Chernobyl.
That's Chernobyl Diaries is the
like
movie.
that. Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm thinking. It's kind of like a gray, greenish movie the whole time.
Molly thought that was a documentary.
Right. No. That's just
Are
what
you sure?
I mean, honestly, I think Chernobyl's like empty still.
Chernobyl?
Chernobyl?
Are we talking about the same place? Maybe we're talking about somewhere different.
He's Chernobyl is a store on West Wash.
I think Chernobyl is empty.
You're right.
Like,
there's a good
nobody
documentary
that's there.
about people have gone and like you still can't get close to it.
No.
Like, honestly though, you just rot from the inside.
Yeah.
That's what radiation
So like
is.
zombies.
I guess.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
Except the lack of eating people, I think. I don't think the people who are in Chernobyl.
Do you have to eat people to be a zombie?
Yes.
That's a stereotype that they overcome in zombies.
Really?
Yes, they don't eat people.
See? There you go.
Wow.
Bam.
They eat
Chernobyl equals zombies.
They eat tofu brains sort of things. So like they make things that look like brains and give them the same sustenance as brains, but they don't eat brains. So, way to perpetuate a stereotype
I
there,
didn't.
Mal.
He did.
Oh, yeah, you
He did.
Perpetuated stereotype. Zombies, not all zombies eat brains.
I apologize to any of the zombies listening.
Take that for
All right, real quick, 844-770-3776. Garble Stock and text line list is more. I want to know this. You're going to have to give me an answer on the spot. What's your favorite, like, monster? Like
what?
Fictional monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the options?
Like Halloween.
Werewolf, vampire, zombie. Like I'll say, like out of movies, like out of those are the three big ones.
What about the real ones? Can I choose from the real selection?
You're
as well?
a real monster, and you're my favorite, Ryan. But no, I don't mean like serial killers. I mean like the fictional. Like what? Do you like werewolf movies, vampire movies, or zombie movies better?
Werewolves.
None of the above. I hate everything that you just mentioned. Anything that's like fake sci-fi, I'm out.
You didn't like Twilight?
I liked the first one, and then after that.
So which team were you on?
Neither. I didn't care that much. That came out when I was in like 6th grade. I didn't care. Sorry to be boring and not play the game. But there is that Interview with a Vampire. That's a good movie.
All right, so vampires is your answer.
I'll give that one because you picked werewolves. Even though my son was a werewolf for Halloween this year and it was adorable.
That would have been adorable.
I don't think they bark. Ow, Werewolves of London. It's a great song.
No. Can I sing songs on here? Like if I butcher them?
I think you're off enough that I don't think YouTube would realize.
A werewolf
with a Chinese menu in his hand.
Yeah. You know the song?
I don't know any of the
Werewolves of
words to
London.
this song, but I do know the song.
Yeah.
Ha! I'd like to meet his tailor.
I didn't realize that this song was well known.
I grew up listening to that, like Warren Zevon.
Do you know any of his other songs?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great. Do you know his songs?
What's the name of him?
Warren Zevon.
Warren Zevon. I'm thinking of
Zevon.
Lawyers, Drugs, and Money is a really good one, too.
I'm thinking of the other. There's Paul Simon. Doesn't he have a werewolf song?
I don't know. I don't have like a werewolf playlist.
You asked me what's my favorite.
Like a
it's
lion?
werewolves.
No, I think he like dressed like a lion. That's like Simon and Garfunkel, right?
Why'd you say it like that? Garfunkel. Simon and Garfunkel.
Because I don't know what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of
football.
No.
Garfunkel.
I'm thinking of those magicians that are in Vegas that like are the two guys
Penn and
together.
Teller?
We would know with the tigers. They got like eaten by their tiger or something.
Yes.
Or their
Roy,
lion.
Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah. She's laughing about two people got eaten by a lion.
But they're
No, I'm laughing
full
because I
circle,
got Simon and
they're
Garfunkel and them confused.
They are zombies.
Why are they zombies?
Just gonna bring it back full circle to the beginning of the conversation.
Just put a nice bow on this conversation. No, I got Simon and Garfunkel confused.
Paul Simon?
Football! No, confused with
Penn and Teller? Oh, Siegfried and Roy? It would make sense if she had Siegfried and Roy and Penn Teller confused. Because they're both magicians.
Sense. Yes.
Simon and Garfunkel makes no sense.
Football!
Funkle!
Why don't you have his thing clipped yet of him going football field?
There's music behind it. Jim, send me the original recording, the one that you made.
What do you think? I got like a stash of all my commercials I've cut?
Of course.
I do have some old tapes that you guys will never hear.
You don't want to hear your
I love
tapes.
how he calls them tapes.
They're CDs, but...
You don't want to hear your CDs or your records or your vinyls. We don't want to hear any of it.
You don't want to hear like my first call into WFAN?
Absolutely not.
Crushed it. At Canopy Wealth Management, they are a fiduciary. In the simplest terms, this means they exceed even the highest industry standards and honor their ethical duty to put clients' best interests first while committing full transparency in all they do. They don't chase commissions, and they never back gimmicks that chase single-day returns or putting long-term goals at risk. Instead, they create strategies that are tailored to each client's needs and goals. At Canopy, care, competence, and clarity isn't just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started with them today. That's canopy-wealth.com. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on Coors Light.
This is Martin Sesaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Game day in Wisconsin calls for a big play. The Big Dinner Box from Pizza Hut. 2 medium one-topping pizzas, 8 boneless wings, and 5 breadsticks, all for just $19.99. That's enough for you to feed your whole lineup and the fans before kickoff. Hand-tossed, pan, thin and crispy, even tavern style. Pizza Hut has something for every seat in the stadium. Order now for delivery or carryout at pizzahut.com or on the app. Fuel your game day with the Big Dinner Box. Pizza Hut. Feed good times.
Step into nostalgia with the Miller High Life Dive Bars of the Month. Listen to Jim, Matt, and Molly every Thursday to find out where you can enjoy the best High Life specials in Madison. Plus, to celebrate our love for dive bars, we'll be giving away a case of Miller High Life to one lucky fan every Thursday. Live the high life with Jim, Matt, and Molly and enjoy the champagne of beer in its natural environment. Like Double Days, Red Mouse, London Depot, and the Keg in DeForest.
Looking to buy your next home or ready to sell and move on to bigger and better things? What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. Don't be left out in the cold this season. Let's get housed. Nobody knows what the future holds. The longer you wait to find your next home, the better chance you'll be paying more for it than you would be today. Don't miss out on what could be the best opportunity to find your dream home. Contact our team at BrunerRealtyInc.com to get started. That's BrunerRealtyInc.com. Let's get housed.
It's December, which means it's truck weather, and nobody helps you gear up like Metro Ford of Madison. Right now, get a 2025 Ford F-150 with 0% APR for 60 or 66 months, with $0 down and no payments for 90 days. The 2025 F-150 2.7L SDX is here with 0% APR, plus $1,250 retail bonus cash, $1,000 open bonus cash, and $1,000 MBC. But hurry, offers end January 5th. It's truck weather, so make it count today at MetroFordofMadison.com.
Indulge in the ultimate chocolate experience this holiday season with Gail Ambrosia's Chocolatier. Your significant other will love the handcrafted selection created right here in Madison. Stop by their store on Atwood and treat your taste buds today. Once you taste the difference that locally owned and made chocolate makes, you'll never go back to the mass-produced box of chocolate again. Share the joy this holiday season with a box of chocolate from Gail Ambrosia's Chocolatier on Atwood.
Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east
east side, the jeweler on your side. When you see Diamond Jim, you can count on him to be on your side. Selection beyond compare with on-site repair, so you can wear your jewelry with pride. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Talk Badger sports year-round with the Jump Around podcast.
It's also a hard decision for a transfer kid. If I know Wisconsin's going to offer this, and I know another school is going to offer this, if you look at the last 3 or 4 years, you don't feel that confident. And so that's the gray area that we're in. And we gotta fight like hell to convince kids like Wisconsin's the place to be.
The Jump Around, brought to you by Steinhoffels, streaming live every Thursday on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel and available wherever you get your podcasts.
This season, the Bucks are going for it all.
A game winner for the Greek Freak.
Go inside the team's pursuit of a championship on Locked In, the new season of the Behind the Bucks podcast, narrated by Bucks legend Marcus Johnson. Hear from the team stars on why they think they can make history. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
This is Martin Sesaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Go be a winner. Go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. That's where winners go. Millions of dollars won every single weekend at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. Go be a winner and go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. She's Molly Brown. She's a winner. I'm Jim Rutledge. I'm a winner. Primetime Laura Shine behind the glass. Let's get into throwing stones.
He didn't say he was a winner.
Some takes are cooler than others.
You know this kid is as cool as the other side of the pillow.
Some opinions are just cooler than the rest.
That was cooler than being cool. Ice cold.
And if you keep it chill, then it's a cold take.
Chill out.
I'm chill. I'm chill as a cucumber, man.
I'm always the coldest.
This is Throwing Stones, presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's chillest Kia dealership.
All right, Transfer Portal Jim. Who you got your eye on for Badgers football right now?
So I am taking a lot of heat on Twitter again.
Oh my
this
God,
time around.
why?
I said I would go all in and get Dylan Raiola from Nebraska. And I'm going to tell you why, then I'll make my pitch.
You don't like him? No. You don't like Mini Pat Mahomes? Mini Mahomes?
Do you?
He completed 72% of his passes for 2,000 yards and 18 touchdowns. All be leading Wisconsin.
He's a better quarterback than anybody Wisconsin has
Oh,
had.
no, don't get me wrong. By no means do I think...
You just don't like him?
Yeah, I don't like him, and I also don't think he'd be as successful at Wisconsin, because I don't think any quarterbacks could be very successful at Wisconsin.
That's neither here nor there. I'll address that in a minute. So, with Raiola, why would you want him here? There's a lot of juice that comes. Wisconsin is an irrelevant program right now. Nobody cares about him. If you get Dylan Raiola, at least people care for a minute. You at least have the nation's attention for a second. And I don't see anything else Wisconsin's going to do besides winning, which ain't going to happen, do anything to grab attention.
Is all PR good PR?
In college football?
There can
I
be
mean,
bad.
like, Michigan's got bad PR.
Like the guy that lost
I'm not
the
comparing it to
Heisman. Didn't you guys see him at like the clubs?
Oh, Diego Pavia?
Yeah.
Yeah, he made a fool of himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, so bad PR.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to make a pitch here why Dylan Raiola should come to Wisconsin. We got offensive coordinator Jeff Grimes here, and you're going to say to yourself, Dylan, what does he have to do with anything? And I'm going to tell you, Jeff Grimes was the offensive coordinator for Zach Wilson, who faked his way to the NFL. And I have a guy who was a Heisman Trophy candidate and was a top 10 pick or first overall pick in the NFL. That was under Jeff Grimes. So he knows how to run an offense that could be explosive when you have the right type of players. Now, we don't have those receivers. We don't have any type of those players. We don't have an offensive line either, Dylan. But if you come here, you will go down and you'll probably surpass. If you stay here for 2 years, you probably hold every single Wisconsin passing record, at least in the last 15 years. Go look them up. They're pretty pathetic. I would say that you can go down as the next Russell Wilson and be the guy that comes here, wins some games, and goes off to the NFL. So, Dylan, if you want to go down as the greatest Badgers quarterback and all you have to do is be mediocre, come to Wisconsin.
Ryan, should he take the bait?
I'm looking at Joel Stave's stats. 48 touchdowns in his career. I don't know if Dylan's doing that in 2 years at Wisconsin.
Is he only a sophomore right now?
Yeah.
25. You think he can do 25 a year?
Normal quarterbacks at normal schools could throw 25.
Game?
It's about, just a little over.
Like normal quarterbacks at normal schools.
Don't they only play 13 games?
That's if you make a bowl game.
Oh.
Bowl games count, right?
Do you think the Badgers will be making a bowl game?
Start with me.
That's only for win-loss records. Yeah, come on, Jim. I think you did a decent job. I still just don't think that him coming is the right PR for Wisconsin.
How about this? How much money are you offering him?
That's a big question,
if you can turn
too.
around this you can turn around this program and change the game of NIL at the University of Wisconsin. How much money are you giving Dylan Raiola?
The most, more than anyone else. Obviously, it's the only way to get anyone good.
$500K?
Oh, come on.
No, like $5 million.
Yeah, I was gonna add another zero.
I mean, in my mind, I was like $1 million, but I was like, there's no way that Wisconsin's offering anything more than like.
So the reason why I put his name out there is that Wisconsin is trying to tell people, and that they're going to spend money this year.
Yeah.
Now, to their credit, I have heard that they are offering market value offers to players now, but I've also heard that the coaches are weird. The coaches aren't putting in the same amount of work as the other schools that are offering this money.
What does that mean?
That means that other schools have shown up and have been at the school talking to the coaches, talking to the parents, being very involved, like normal recruiting. I don't think everyone loves fickle. And the most important thing is players love money, but they also want to win and enjoy themselves. And I don't think a lot of the top recruits in the country or even in the state look at Wisconsin and say, hey, we can go there and win. They can get money anywhere, and they can go win in a lot of different places.
Which is why there's no reason Raiola should want to come to Wisconsin. He could still go places where he might be able to win. I'm not saying he's a good quarterback, but he'll have more opportunities.
I don't want to say I don't know why anyone would come to Wisconsin, but I would say that anyone comes to Wisconsin is a saint.
Saint Raiola. Let's start calling him that.
He's got Wisconsin ties, though.
Yeah,
What?
his dad played at Wisconsin, because his uncle was the one who was the offensive line coach at Nebraska.
Yeah.
I believe his dad was the one. Did he play at Wisconsin, or was he a coach at Wisconsin, or both?
I'm still trying to find out here. Dylan Raiola, dad here.
That's his
Judge,
official.
Dylan Raiola's dad?
That's his official name, Dylan Raiola, dad.
Dominic Raiola. No, he was Nebraska. So I forget the.
There's
the
a connection.
Tie. There is a tie, but it's not his dad. I think it's like another. We can try to find the family tree there.
We can do some Ancestry.com for Dylan Raiola in the break.
Sounds great.
Some Raiola.com.
Yes, Raiola.com on the other side. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I think, when they got to the NFC Championship games, they had buys.
One seeds?
Yeah, they were buys.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
semantics.
Facts sometimes get you. No, those are facts.
No, yeah, it's a technical fact.
Take
Semantical facts.
All right, I'm not going to do it. Technical fact? You mean the facts?
Yes.
All right, let's go to Brett Madison.
You're right.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
As a single mom of a young child, I second-guessed if college was even doable. But I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. At Madison College, I'm getting the support I need, and the advisors have helped me every step of the way, including navigating admissions and the financial aid. My advice to others? Do this for you. There's more to your story at Madison College. Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Hey, Matt Hamilton here to tell you about the delicious Odyssey Brands, a family-owned company crafting award-winning cheese right here in Wisconsin for over 4 generations. Made with locally sourced milk, Odyssey brings bold, Greek-style flavors straight to your table. From savory, crumbly feta to rich and creamy Greek yogurt, every bite is a taste of tradition and quality. You can find Odyssey products at most major retailers nationwide and online. Odyssey, crafted in Wisconsin, loved everywhere, dairy done right.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
The president of James Imaging Systems, Tom Tegeter.
As I reflect on the 2025 performance of the James Imaging Systems team, I'm inspired by their power of action, reliable follow-through, and ability to consistently connect with our clients. So thank you for helping our clients grow, profit, and thrive. In addition, I'm humbled by the trust our clients place in the James Imaging Systems expertise to help them succeed, now and in the years to come. As your local business technology partner, I extend my appreciation and gratitude for your ongoing loyalty. Looking forward, I feel that as individuals and as a community, if we display the power of positive action and authentically strive to find common ground, then our local communities will be stronger and our family connections will be secure and enduring. To everyone, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and God bless America.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here with an offer for a bath or shower remodel from Kohler Services. Family owned for 150 years, Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer providing care for life. And this month only, get 0 interest financing for 12 months and a free shower door with your Lugstone shower remodel. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote with fast, professional installation always included. That's KohlerServicesWI.com.
This is Martin Selsaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Jason,
I hate doing your show.
3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
We are thrilled to have you.
Great to be with you. I'm thrilled to be here.
Whatever.
You're weird. You're weird. Get off my back, Molly.
Get a Big Mac, Jason.
Okay.
Molly said it best. I said fart in the bathtub. She said gross.
I love Matt Hamilton. You are 1,000,000% right, Jim. That should be a drop, too.
Thank you.
Dynamite drop in, my guy.
Thank you.
Jason Wilde is on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
What's up with that? What's up with that?
That is Jason Wilde's theme music here. And Jason, how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you guys?
We're great. We're having a good time. We talked to David Kaplan from Kaplan J. Hood, got the insight from ESPN Chicago on this big game coming up here. And before we get to the game specifically, I said, I don't know if I said this on the air, but I know I said it pre-show that I kind of have to walk back some of the, like as a Bears fan, I watched Jordan Love throw some of these insane throws, and I say that just feels like pure dumb luck. And every time he throws it as a Bears fan, I'm excited because it seems like a bad decision. And like the one that went to, I think, Bo Melton that somehow seemed to go through Jaquan Brisker's body, a couple weeks ago. I have to, as a Bears fan now, Caleb Williams is regularly making those plays as well. He had one of those in the Packer game where he somehow threw it through the hands of a Packers defender into Olamide Zaccheaus. So I guess the thing that great quarterbacks can do, and the difference between the two is that Love can make the easy throws and Caleb is still working through that, is that these great quarterbacks can just make these magician-type throws. As I see Caleb make more and more of them, I have to understand that's just part of Jordan Love's game.
No, sometimes they're just lucky, right?
that too.
I mean, let's be honest. Like, look, it's the right throw, but there's some pressure, and Bo Melton has to wait for the ball to come down to him. I mean, he couldn't be more open, right? Hey, look, let's talk about great throws in Packers-Bears history, right? I mean, Rodgers in the 2013 game at Soldier Field, obviously he needs Kuhn to pick up Julius Peppers, and he's got to move out of the pocket. He doesn't get everything on that throw that he wants either, right? I mean, Cobb's got to wait for it, and then it gives the defender enough time to catch up that he's getting hit as he's crossing the goal line. Like, sometimes you just get lucky. And I'm glad that he got lucky on that because, I love to tell Bo Melton's story. But that ball should have been intercepted. Mm-hmm. Just like the throw on Sunday, the deep ball that McKinney should have intercepted, which was like, 2 plays before Micah Parsons blows out his knee?
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't I try not to live a lot of what ifs in my own life, but not sure how, if I'm Xavier McKinney, I'm not beating myself up going, God, if I just intercept that ball, this never happens. Like, I got to make that play. How do I not make that play? That's the kind of play I always make. I had 8 interceptions last year. Like, sometimes things just work out that way. It is an imperfect game, as I hear many, many times from players and coaches alike, and sometimes you're just lucky and it works out. And I'm sure Brisker, I didn't go to the Bears locker room after that game, but I'm sure he was still trying to figure out how the hell that happened too.
Jason, did you have the chance to talk to Christian Watson today?
No, I did not have the chance. He did not come in while we were in there. So much to my chagrin. I did talk to Rashawn Gary. I did talk to Josh Jacobs. I've not transcribed the Rashawn Gary conversation yet. I struggle with him a little bit because I expect, like, I kind of, I've done this a long time. I kind of have a feeling for what the most likely answer is going to be to certain questions, right? And I kind of asked him today, like, about the responsibility that he has to take on now to elevate his game with Micah done for the season, and his answer was not what I expected. Now, let me be clear, because I think there are too many people that do my job that instead of writing what people say, they are writing their story, and then they seek out quotes to fit the narrative that they want to write. Rashawn Gary doesn't see it that way. He doesn't see it as he needs to elevate his game. He thinks he's having a great season, and that he's just got to keep doing his 111th, and you can't try to do too much, because that's when you make mistakes. And for me, I try to be combative. Is not my game, right? So I was trying to find a way to say, dude, you don't have a sack in 7 games. Like, I understand that is not the only measure of a pass rusher's success rate, but like I don't like, and how do you say that without sounding like a complete jackwagon, right? Like so I kind of fumbled through it. He gave me well, what do you mean by that? Which is always a good feeling. So then I'm trying to find a different way to ask it. But like, I always joke about this, throughout my career, I've covered a lot of stuff. Like I know I'm viewed as a Packers guy, but like even for my first go around at the State Journal, which ended in 2009 when I came over to our team full time. But like when Packers season got done, I covered the Bucks, I covered Badger women's basketball, I covered everything, high schools, and I covered Jane Albright Dieterle's teams at Wisconsin for a while, the women's team. And like I would get done with a game, and they turned the ball over 32 times, and I would go into the press conference saying, "Okay, the story of the game is how much you turn the ball over," and it would be some sort of like, and it was like she and I had watched completely different basketball games, and so I don't like, I really struggle with that, and so I'm looking at Micah Parsons' injury, and I'm saying, all right, here are the people that I think, in my mind, and again, it's not my job to tell you, this should be the narrative because I think that. I know there are some misguided souls in the YouTube comments who think I'm that arrogant. I'm really not. But like the people that are on my power rankings of guys that have to elevate their games without Micah Parsons are Jeff Hafley, Matt LaFleur, Jordan Love, Rashawn Gary, Lucas Van Ness, Kingsley Enagbare. Like, those are the guys. And if we can't, like, if we don't see the world through the same lens, I don't know how to communicate that properly. And so, again, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm telling you this, whether he sees it that way or not, I think the Packers have a hell of a lot better chance of winning on Saturday night if Rashawn Gary closes the gap on a few of those sprint outs from Caleb Williams and takes him to the ground, as opposed to what we saw in the first meeting, right? Mm-hmm. With him running away from him. Like, I don't think that's an unfair critique. I don't think that's an unfair view. But again, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
You're not wrong. Rashawn Gary he was the same draft position, obviously different draft, as Micah Parsons. There's a lot of pressure on Rashawn Gary to live up to the contract and where he was picked and all of that. And he needs to be, like I said, Chicago's got their, I can speak to this type of player. Montez Sweat is the same guy in Chicago they asked for. Same draft as Rashawn Gary, same type of contract as Rashawn Gary, and neither one of them live up to what you think they can be. But speaking of pass rush here, I thought there was two things that separated the game the last time they played. One, the Packers pass rush made Caleb have to run around a lot in the game, and Jordan Love's the pass protection and the Bears' weak pass rush allowed Jordan Love to find the open players when the Bears blitzed, and Jordan Love was able to make the throws he was capable of making. It's not like he didn't make any throws under pressure, but he had more time to throw than Caleb Williams. And then the other part was Christian Watson. And I think that Christian Watson could be the biggest key to this game, because if he doesn't play, that takes away the biggest mismatch the Bears have on defense, because they don't have Kyler Gordon. They don't have anyone that can keep up with Christian Watson. And if he doesn't play, the Bears' defensive job got a lot easier.
Couldn't agree with you more. Like, look, there's three players that suffered injuries on Sunday, not named Micah Parsons, right? Whose injuries were basically overshadowed by the Micah Parsons injury, and frankly, rightfully so. Their names are Christian Watson, Zach Tom, and Evan Williams. All three of whom are starters, all three of whom are high-level starters. Like, I don't know if I would go so far as to try and claim that Evan Williams has had a better season than Xavier McKinney, but there isn't some sort of huge gap between those two. Like, Evan Williams has been really, really good this year. And that's not me just saying that. That's actually talking to people that know way more about football than me. Zach Tom is an elite right tackle who's been dealing with injuries all season. Now he's got a knee injury. Do I think that they can get through the game with Darian Kennard at right tackle against, as you pointed out, not the greatest pass rush in the NFL? Yeah, I think they can. I don't think they can win without Christian Watson. Like, I agree with you. I think he is that important because, the thing about them, and you guys heard me say this on this show many times, is when they lost Tucker Kraft, they were like wandering in the wilderness like the Israelites. And who's the one who led them out? I mean, I'm not saying Christian Watson is Moses here.
You kind of are.
But, like, I kind of am, right? Like, he was that light that suddenly, oh, my God, whoa, they suddenly could move the football and throw the ball and be productive. He is a big playmaker, but he's also just a consistent, like, he also catches, like, the intermediate balls to pick up the first down. So if they don't have him, I have a hard time seeing the Packers winning the game. I'm not saying it's impossible, but yes, they have Matthew Golden getting healthy again, so he can be a factor. Yes, Romeo Doubs is that third down red zone guy. Yes, they have Jaden Reed back, who I think we did a poor job of understanding how valuable he is. But Christian Watson is a unicorn, and if he's not available, I think Dennis Allen will be doing cartwheels on the Waldron Deck parking lot on his way into the stadium because of it.
I think you're right. We'll talk more about this throughout the week. Jason, thank you for your time today. We appreciate it.
All right, guys. Take care. Be good.
That's Jason Wilde. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
The Barry Alvarez Show, live from Ruth Chris Steakhouse with Jesse Nelson, Tarek Sala, Derek Engler, Barry Alvarez.
Amen.
Amen, Bear.
So you
Amen,
can tell
Derek.
Rutledge that.
Amen, Molly.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Molly, what is bothering you about this voice? Why are you getting so sweaty?
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin App, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability, making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you.
See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
From color-changing alexandrite to shimmering zircon and everything in between at Chalmers Jewelers, you'll find high-quality, affordable, one-of-a-kind pieces. We source straight from the gem cutters, and we manufacture in-house from start to finish. As the manufacturer, we believe in truth in pricing. Never pay more for quality and stunning, beautiful jewelry. She's one of a kind, and so should her jewelry be. While others may send your jewelry dreams to someone else to make, with us, your dreams become reality with the help of our custom jewelers, with you involved the whole way. With a staff that has over 200 years of combined experience, why buy from a place that marks up jewelry made by the thousands? When you can buy direct from Chalmers for that one-of-a-kind piece that is better quality, often for less.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
And Madison.
This season, the Bucks are going for it all.
A game winner for the Greek Freak.
Go inside the team's pursuit of a championship on Locked In, the new season of the Behind the Bucks podcast, narrated by Bucks legend Marcus Johnson. Hear from the team stars on why they think they can make history. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Thanks to Total Wine, you saved more on all the gifts for the ones you adore. Wine, spirits, beers, all nestled on shelves. Got some advice from our helpful elves. Oh, so many gifts to explore when you go to Total Wine and More. Bottles so delightful, whoa. Priced so amazingly low.
Find what you love what you find. Only at Total Wine & More, the official celebration partner of the Milwaukee Bucks.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-931-6677. That's 800-931-6677.
Buying a new vehicle should be exciting, and that's what Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb aims to do. That's why they vow to give you the better buying experience. Jim Rutledge here. I've had 3 better buying experiences at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb, and I keep on going back because the experience and the Chevy is fantastic. So if you're looking for a buying experience, you're going to want to repeat anytime you need a new or new-to-you vehicle, I recommend you make the short drive out to Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb because you're only minutes away from a better buying experience at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb.
Hi, this is Lee, inviting you to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. We got a great happy hour every day of the week from 4 o'clock to 7, and our patio during the summer is open too. If you're getting married, special occasion, a birthday, anniversary, or even a business meeting, we've got all the accommodations right here at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. You work hard and sometimes you're not sure what you want to do, where you want to spend your money. I want to encourage you to come into Ruth's Chris Steakhouse and say hello. It'd be a pleasure to meet you.
This is Martin Selsaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
God knows.
J&K Security Solutions, locally owned, family owned, veteran owned. Go see our good friends at J&K Security Solutions. I'm Jim Rutledge alongside Molly Brown. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Matt Hamilton up in Canada, eh? Primetime Orsheim wearing his Canada outfit.
Looks like a lumberjack.
Point, yeah. Yes. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's Carbos Talking text line. Less is more. We had a Siding Unlimited poll question up earlier in the show, and I will give you those results here. In a second, we are asking you, is this the most important game of the Packers season? And 76% of you said Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
And Jason from St. Perry chimes in. Zach Tom not playing is bigger than Parsons for this weekend.
I don't know if I agree with
That's a bit much.
I agree with you guys. And now, it is fun to see someone else get dragged because Ben Brust is now getting dragged by all of Chicago media.
They've been addressing that kind of all week on
Why?
KBN.
What's happening?
I'll let Jim describe it.
It seems like Ben's doing what I'm accused of doing because the one take of they're still the Chicago Bears, I'm not worried about them. That's fine. I get it. It's part of like the whole thing that made them Chicago Bears. Ben was on that side of it, which is still kind of funny to be like, now he's othering the Chicago Bears, but their poor history. In fact, honestly, the Bears have been closer since Ben's been a fan than they historically have been because Ben's been a fan more of the Jordan Love era than the Aaron Rodgers era. And so like those games have been closer.
Jim Rutledge, he's fake tough.
Regardless of all that, that's fine. I totally get we own the Bears, they have to go and beat us sort of thing. It's his take on Caleb Williams that's it just comes across as ill-informed and dumb. And it's what I always try to avoid. And the one thing that I have in my favor that I don't think most people have is that I have watched every single Bear game and every single Packer game since I've been on ESPN Madison. So, like, I know the teams very well. And, like, that's why I never say Jordan Love sucks or Jordan Love is bad. My only critique of Jordan Love is that he isn't elite. But it looks like Ben Brust is saying that Caleb Williams is closer to Mitch Trubisky, which is ill-informed or obtuse.
You should fight him.
Pick one. Ill-informed or obtuse? What do you think it is?
Obtuse. I think he sees Caleb Williams have missed some passes against the Packers and said, oh, he sucks. This is Jim Matt and Molly, presented by Coors Light.